A great man died 2 days ago. A great man who didn't deserve to die. A great man who never hurt anyone. A great man who is also a great mariachi player.
That was a great speech, sir.
Thanks.
Detective Jensen McGee. Now, if it's not too much trouble, would you please mind to answer some questions about the murder case?
Sure, anything that helps stop the bill, kill my friend.
Thank you very much. Whenever you're ready.
This all started about 4 days ago when Omar was captured by that gang.
That shirt is mine! You take it. Fine!
Now I gotta cut loose, kick off the Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, pull me off of my lead. Jack, get back, come on before we crack. Lose, don't lose, everybody come for loose.
I can't believe Forbritzeo took my shirt.
So this is where the story gets really interesting, because, are you even listening?
Whoa, what? Yeah, I was listening.
You know, you remind me of a student I have named Archit.
He sounds like a cool guy.
He's not. I just learned a few days ago that nobody wants to be an Archit.
Can we just please continue with the story?
Sure.
Where am I?
Shut up.
Okay, can you at least tell me why I'm here?
Shut up!
Easy, Boomer. He just wants to know why he's here.
Boomer. Nice name, Boomer.
Shut up!
Can you please just tell me why I'm here?
Sure! We're here to take the money from your band.
I don't have any money.
A famous person like you's gotta have a lot of money.
No, our band broke up about a month ago. Since then, we haven't sung a single song and made any money at all.
Hey, Slash.
What?
Didn't the boss mention something about a shirt?
Yeah, he said something about a taco shirt, right?
Yeah, it was more valuable than the band ever was.
What?
Think about it. There was a taco eating contest around the world, and only 3 were ever getting out, and that's rare, and rare is what the boss wants.
Who's your boss?
Oh,
That's classified! But don't worry, you'll meet him soon enough. Right now, all you have to do is go get that shirt and bring it back here.
Okay, well, I don't really have it. Forbritzeo took it.
What?
He claims to have beaten my record, and then he stole the shirt from me.
Well, do you think you could arrange a meeting with him?
Probably not. He hates me.
why don't you just steal it?
I would if I got the chance.
Well, then you're left with only one option, Omar. You're going to have to kill...
Hello? Do you know Mr. Austenini?
Yeah?
Well, here you go.
Hello? Oh, that sounds interesting. Oh yeah, 20 minutes works. I'll see you then. Bye.
Well?
I'm gonna meet up with Mr. Austenini and Forbritzeo in 20 minutes.
Very good. Take this phone. I put the boss's number on it for you. Call him when you have the shirt, and he'll find you.
Got it.
Good. Muy bien. So after that, Omar, Juan, and I went on an adventure in my history simulator. But what Juan and I didn't know is that once we got back, Omar took the shirt and left.
Finally got the shirt.
Hey!
Not you now.
So after this, Omar went back to tell the thugs to tell them that he lost the shirt. When he left, he received a note.
Hey, punk! What is this? It's a note. Meet me at the park tomorrow. Mystery note.
So that's why Omar ended up at the park the next day. As for Juan, Forbritzeo, and I, we had followed Omar because we realized he stole the shirt. Our original plan was to take it from his house, but when we saw him leaving for the park, we decided to follow him instead.
So is that where the murder happened?
I'm getting to that. Now just let me continue.
Where's the shirt?
It's right here. Come and get it.
Back up, Juan. The shirt is mine. That's it.
And while Omar and I were fighting, the mystery man snuck up and took the shirt. Omar told me that nobody could catch him, so we didn't go after him, but Juan and Forbritzeo did.
So is that where the murder happened?
No, it was a few minutes later when Juan and Forbritzeo came back.
We lost him.
Yeah, it's just too fast.
I've seen this guy before. It's too fast.
I have a question for you, Omar. What do you do with your trash?
You throw it out.
Yes, very good. Now the reason for this is that we no longer need that trash. Wouldn't you agree?
I guess. Who is this?
This is your boss, and I'm glad you agree with me, because then I guess you'll understand why I'm coming to kill you right now.
What?
Oh, I guess that escalated too quickly, didn't it? No matter. I just wanted you to know that I got the shirt, and therefore I no longer need you. One last thing before you go. There's no point in trying to run, because my new assistant can outrun anyone, and nobody can catch him. Nobody.
Who was that? My boss. What does he want? He's coming to kill me. That escalated quickly.
Is he wearing a black suit?
I don't know, I've never seen him before.
I think he's wearing a black suit.
What makes you say that? In that case, run!
Thanks for the help. Fine, George.
There's only one way you can save your friend. How?
You must see Professor Yoshi. You can send it back in time before the shirt was ever created.
How do I find this Yoshi?
Follow the bird.
Omar,
Way better. Be gone. Alright,
What should I do?
You must go to the caves of Dumbledore and find the Stone of Resurrection. With that, you can save one person, even an Omar.
I'll help you, Omar.
So what year was the shirt made again?
Sometime in the 1980s.
And you can get us there right now?
Well, yes, but I'm not sure exactly when in the 1980s it was, so we'll just have to go as time goes on.
Okay, well that seems easy enough.
Alright, let me get the time traveling remote. Where did I put it again? Oh yeah, here. Put on your time traveling devices. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
Professor Yoshi. Oh no, not you.
Dude, ditch this umbrella. This is the 80s.
Okay. What's that?
It's my communicator device. I can talk to my assistant back in my lab.
Who's your assistant? Hello? Yes, I'm here. Good, you made it there safely. One more thing, Professor. We have another subject displaced from time. All right, we'll take care of it. Bye. So.
Well, that was interesting. The program displaced a human from the past into the future.
What does that mean?
Well, with this program, sometimes there's a little glitch that happens which sends a human from the past back into the future.
Oh, well then let's keep looking for the shirt.
Okay.
What year are we in?
I don't know. Let's ask that guy.
Dude, what year is it?
1980?
Cool, man.
Thanks.
Must state information.
Oh no.
And I'm going to show you all that information through my new device, the Informational Viewer 5000. Well, first is the year 1980. In the year 1980, Mount St. Helens erupted on May 18th in Washington.
Mountain go boom.
And then the U.S. also failed to save the hostages in Tehran. And John Lennon was assassinated from the Beatles. In the Olympics, Eric Heiden, he won the most gold medals in running. He set the records for the 500, the 1,000, the 1,500, the 5,000 meters, and a world record in the 10,000 meter race. So next, the year 1981. Well, in 1981, the space shuttle Columbia went into space for the first time, and also more than once.
They should have called it the Regurgitator.
Also, there was an assassination attempt on the Pope. There was also an assassination attempt on the U.S. President Ronald Reagan. Well, there was also millions of people watched the royal wedding on TV of Charles, the Prince of Wales. The year 1982.
But wait, what about the shirt?
Well, there's been no appearance yet, so let's just keep going. Well, in 1982, there's the Vietnam War Memorial that opened in Washington, D.C. Israel also invaded Lebanon. The year 1983. Ronald Reagan announces a defense plan called Star Wars, which used the ground-based and space-based defense system to go protect the U.S. from nuclear warfare. Well, in the year 1984, the Olympics came again, and the Summer Olympics were held in Los Angeles, USA. 4 years after the U.S. led a boycott of the Moscow Olympic Games, the Soviet Union retaliated by boycotting the 1984 Olympics. Well, a new disease called AIDS was discovered. Gaten Dugas, a patient zero, was a flight attendant that went everywhere, and he had a lot of chances to spread HIV and AIDS before these diseases were discovered. The year 1985. Well, a new soda called Coke was invented, and that hit the market in big time.
Recently, an independent research firm ran a taste test between Coke and Pepsi, and the taste more people chose was the taste of Coca-Cola. Yes, more people all across the country, when comparing Coke to Pepsi, chose the taste of Coke as the better taste. Let's look at it this way. We gave America a choice, and more people said Coke is it.
It's a hit. It's a Coke. Coke is it.
Also, there was the wreck of the Titanic that was found. The year 1986. On January 28th of 1986, the space shuttle Challenger and 7 other astronauts launched from the Kennedy Space Hunter. As millions of people around the world watched on TV, the Challenger exploded 73 seconds into the flight.
T-minus 15 seconds. And liftoff. Liftoff of the 25th Space Shuttle mission, and it has cleared the tower.
So the 25th Space Shuttle mission is now on the way after more delays than NASA cares to count. This morning, it looked as though they were not going to be able to get off.
1 minute 50 15 seconds. Velocity 2,900 feet per second. Altitude 9 nautical miles. Downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
Looks like a couple of the solid rocket boosters blew away from the side of the shuttle in an explosion in what appears to be a major catastrophe in America's space program. Challenger, only seconds after leaving the launch pad, according to NASA, has exploded in midair.
Also, in Chernobyl, there was a nuclear disaster that happened. In Iran, there was a Contra scandal that unfolds. And the U.S. bombs Libya in 1986. In the year 1987, DNA was first used to convict criminals. New York Stock Exchange also suffers a huge drop on Black Monday. The year 1988, the Pan Am Flight 103 is bombed over Lockerbie. On November 9th of 1989, the Berlin Wall, which was spreading to western and eastern Germany, was torn down. The fall of Berlin Wall was also seen as symbol for the end of the Cold War, which was the military rivalry that stopped short of full-scale war between the United States and Soviet Union following World War II. Well, there was a Loma Prieta earthquake in San Francisco. It was also called the San Francisco earthquake. Exxon Valdez spills millions of gallons of oil on the coastline. There was also a students massacred in China's Tiananmen Square. Also, in the year 1989, the shirt was found.
Oh, cool. So, what's new in your time?
Well, you know, we got this totally rad, new, awesome thing called a Rubik's Cube. It was invented in 1980.
Can I see it?
Sure. So, you know, want to know what other rad, totally awesome, groovy stuff we have?
I'm listening.
Okay, so we got this new game called Pac-Man.
With the little yellow guy, right?
Yeah, dude, it's basically just this one little yellow half semi-circle with a little sector of a circle cut out, you know?
That's cool.
It basically goes and chomps and ghosts and dude, it's so cool, you know?
That's awesome.
We also have this totally cool thing called, oh wait, it's not a thing, it's a person. His name is Michael Jackson.
Really?
Yeah. You know
wasn't he the guy who died?
What?
Wait,
no
way.
way.
He didn't die.
Michael Jackson's like my role model, dude. He always does these dancing moves and goes moonwalking.
You like him?
Yeah, man, he's groovy.
Well, that's nice. What else is new?
We also got this thing called Star Wars. It's a really hip new show. 5, not 4. 5. Star Wars 5.
Here you go.
Thank you.
So what happened in 1981?
Well, you know, man, MTV became the first TV station to play music all day. It was totally rad. IBM introduced PC, which stands for personal computer, and Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark was introduced.
What happened the year after that?
Well, you know, man, the David Letterman show started. Plus, E.T., you know, that rad movie with the aliens, was
like that
introduced in theaters. What?
How about 83?
Well, you know, man, Apple released a personal computer, and they also released a Macintosh. Yeah.
So don't worry.
Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the information purification directives. We have created, for the first time in all history, a garden of pure ideology, where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests of a contradictory thoughts. Our unification has powerful a weapon than any fleet or army on earth. We are one people, with one will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
Star Wars Episode 6 came out. Plus, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe came out. Also, have you heard about the newfangled Cabbage Patch Kids, you know? Well, you know, there's this thing called Cabbage Patch Kids.
Okay, I get it. It's a cabbage.
No, it's a kid who looks like a cabbage. And basically, they were in the past and they were really popular. So, yeah.
That's interesting.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. So what happened in 84?
Well, you know, man, that guy named Michael Jordan, MJ, that shirt you're wearing, you know, he entered the NBA shooting those hoops. Now the cool thing that happened, you know what PG-13 is?
Isn't that
parental guidance required under the age of 13.
I get it.
That was created, yeah. I guess you know about that. Another thing, you know, Transformers Generation 1. You know, those
Decepticons.
Yeah, man. And then, you know, there was also, man, that Ghostbusters, you know, where they bust the ghosts. Man, you know, they also had that Indiana Jones Temple of Doom. See, okay. Another thing was the Cosby Show with that guy named Bill Cosby. He was hilarious. And plus the last thing, the Terminator.
I'll be back.
Then in 1905, a couple new things came, you know, that Carmen San Diego PC game. Yeah, that was pretty cool, you know. And then Super Mario Bros, you know, jumping. And man, you know, that guy, Rice of the Jerry, name's Jerry Rice. Pretty cool, radical wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks. Oh yeah. Man, you know, there's a radical new show called Thundercats where the cats and the lions and the tigers all fought off these random animals.
A lizard.
Yeah. There was also that thing called Back to the Future, this groovy movie.
That's ironic.
Why, dude?
Never mind. After that was 1986, right?
Yeah, man, you know, Metroid was created for the Nintendo Entertainment System, which is
the game with the future.
Yeah, NES. It was created in 1985, you know, pew. You know, and then this groovy new movie came out. What was it called? Something about a Ferris wheel. Oh yeah, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, man. That was one of the greatest movies I've ever seen.
Then 1987?
You know, what about 1987?
What happened in 1987?
Oh, well, you know, groovy, man. There was that cool new show called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was basically a story about these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles who lived in a sewer, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You want to know about the year after that?
Yeah, 1988.
Okay. Well, you know, there was that first Batman movie, you know, with the Bat, who's also a man. You know, there was also that Last Crusade Indiana Jones movie.
I remember that.
Do you?
Yeah.
groovy, man. Don't try to suffer. Man, dude, you know that groovy new game, Zelda? Legend of Zelda was made with a cool kid named Link, all green with an elf hat. Tries to go and save Princess Zelda. Yeah, I played that one. So, you also want to know what happened in the year after that?
Yeah, what after 1989?
Well, you know, the only cool thing, that was created was this rad new hip dude called Batman. And it was created by this radical dude named Tim Burton.
Darling, you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go?
So, while Juan and Professor Yoshi were back in the past, I was busy on my own adventure.
I found it! The stone!
Where's the stone now?
It's right here.
That's all I need to know.
Arch it? Mr. Smith, come on, we gotta go.
Time to end this. Wait, something's amiss here. No way, Jose! Take this one for Omar!